Okay. Alright. Where were we? Chapter 7. Paul answers special questions about marriage among those called on missions. Paul extols self-discipline. Now concerning the things whereof ye wrote unto me, it is good for a man not to touch a woman. Nevertheless, to avoid fornication, let every man have his own wife, and let every woman have their own husband. I've never seen that before. I've never heard this verse. What? Let the husband render unto the wife due benevolence, and likewise also the wife unto the husband. The wife hath not power of her own body, but the husband. And likewise also the husband hath not power of his own body, but the wife. Defraud ye not one the other, except it be with consent for a time, that ye may give yourselves to fasting and prayer, and come together again, that Satan tempt you not for your incontinency. But I speak this by permission and not of commandment. For I would that all men even as I myself, but every man hath his proper gift of God, one after this manner, and another after that. I say therefore to the unmarried and widows, it is good for them if they abide even as I. But if they cannot contain, let them marry. For it is better to marry than to burn. And unto the married I command ye not, I but the Lord. Yet not the wife depart from her husband. But if she depart, let her remain unmarried or be reconciled to her husband. And let not the husband put away his wife. But to the rest speak I, not the Lord. If any brother hath a wife that believeth not, and she be pleased to dwell with him, let him not put her away. And the woman which hath a husband that believeth not, and if he be pleased to dwell with her, let her not leave him. For the unbelieving husband is sanctified by the wife, and the unbelieving wife is sanctified by the husband. Elsewhere, your children unclean, but now are the unholy. But now they are holy. One moment. Un momento. But now are they holy. But if the unbelieving depart, let him not depart. A brother or a sister is not under bondage in such cases, but God hath called us to peace. For what knowest thou, O wife, whether they shall save thy husband? Or how knowest thou, O man, whether thou shalt save thy wife? But as God hath distributed to every man, as the Lord hath called everyone, so let him walk, and so ordain I in all churches. Is any man called being circumcised? Let him not become uncircumcised. Is any called in uncircumcision? Let him not be circumcised. Circumcision is nothing, and uncircumcision is nothing, but the keeping of the commandments of God. Let every man abide in the same calling wherein he was called. Art thou called being a servant? Care not for it. But if thou mayest be made free, use it rather. For he that is called in the Lord, being a servant, is the Lord's freeman. Likewise, also he that is called, being free, is Christ's servant. Ye are bought with a price, but not ye the servants of men. Brethren, let every man wherein he is called, therein abide with God. Abide with God. Now concerning virgins, I have no commandment of the Lord, yet I give my judgment as one that hath attained mercy of the Lord to be faithful. I suppose therefore that this is good for the present distress. I say that it is good for a man so to be. Art thou bound unto a wife? Seek not to be loose. I heard like this other portion though. Be loose. Art thou loose from a wife? Seek not a wife. But if thou marry, thou hast not sinned. If a virgin marry, she hath not sinned. She hath not sinned. But if thou marry, thou hast not sinned, and if a virgin marry, she hath not sinned. Nevertheless, such shall have trouble in the flesh, but I spare you. But this I say, brethren, the time is short. It remaineth that both they that have wives be as though they had none, and they that weep as though they wept not, and they that rejoice as though they rejoice not, and they that buy as though they possess not, and they that use this world as not abusing it, for the fashion of this world passeth away. But I would have you without carefulness. He that is unmarried careth for the things that belong to the Lord, how he may please the Lord. But he that is married careth for the things that are of the world, how he may please his wife. There is difference also between a wife and a virgin. The unmarried woman careth for the things of the Lord, and she may be holy both in body and in spirit. But she that is married careth for the things of the world, how she may please her husband. And this I speak for your own profit, not that I may cast a snare upon you, but for that which is commonly, and that ye may attend upon the Lord without distraction. But if any man think that he behaveth himself uncommonly toward his virgin, if he pass the flower of her age, and need so require, let him do what he will. He sinneth not. Let them marry. Nevertheless, he that standeth steadfast in his heart, having no necessity, but hath power over his own will, and hath so discreet in his heart that he will keep his virgin, doeth well. So then he that giveth her in marriage doeth well. But he that giveth her not in marriage doeth better. The wife is bound by the law as long as her husband liveth. But her husband be dead, she is at liberty to be married to whom she will, only in the Lord. But she is happier if she so abide after my judgment. And I think also that I have the Spirit of God. What? But she is happier if she so abide after my judgment. And I think also that I have the Spirit of God. Alright, so that was a lot of like a lot of things about marriage. So a marriage. Excuse me. So we'll see. Okay. Now concerning the things whereof ye wrote unto me, it is good. Now concerning the things whereof ye wrote unto me. Now considering the things what you guys are inquiring about, it is good for a man not to touch a woman. It is good for a man not to touch a woman. Nevertheless, to avoid fornication, it's good for a man to not be with a woman. It's good to be for a man. It's alright. It's alright for you to not be with a woman. Nevertheless, to avoid fornication, let every man hath his own wife, and let every woman have her own husband. So it's good for you to not be with. It's good for you to be single, but in order to avoid fornication, you guys should marry each other. Women and men should marry each other. Let the husband render unto the wife do benevolence. See, and likewise also the wife unto the husband. The wife hath not power of her own husband, but the husband. The wife hath not power of her own body, but the husband. And likewise also the husband hath not power of his own body, but the wife. I guess when you guys are married, there's to control your sexual desire. You guys are married, so it's like there's nothing holding you guys back. So you guys don't even control it's hard for you to control your impulses inside of a marriage, especially because you're bound to each other. So it says, the fried, yea, not one the other, except it be with consent for a time, and that ye may give yourselves to fasting and prayer, and come together again, that something tempt you not for your incontinency. So don't be fake to one another. Don't be holding the things against one another. Like, don't be holding fake interactions fake love between one another, unless you guys are going to go abstinent for a while for fasting and prayer, and to reconvene after the sexual energy is back up. But I speak, but I speak this by permission and not of commandment. Like you have permission to you have permission to have to be with each other. It's not absolute that y'all gotta be together. For I would that like you have permission to love each other, but I'm not commanding you guys to do that. For I would that all men were even as I myself, but every man have proper gift of God, and one after this matter, and another after that. I don't know what his condition is. I guess he's unmarried, so I would I would that all men were even as myself. Like I'm not trying to really necessarily get hop into marriage for a while, just because you have to wait for the maturity to the gospel has to spread more, so people can get more mature in the word. Therefore, that way, you understand why the sacrifices of men are as substantial as they are. Yeah, like that's my advice. It's been my advice to become abstinent or celibate, because like who wouldn't want, like, after 2 years, 3 years, a man being not with a woman or laying with a woman, to have a strong seed and to impregnate a woman after like a year of getting to know each other and stuff like that. After you guys have both walked down a abstinent journey or a celibate journey. So yeah, I feel like that you can when you can trust your wife to do that, then when that same strong man that has to go on travel for work for like 3 months or 6 months or 4 months, then you know your shorty not out here like craving attention, and then y'all can come back and then have really and vice versa. But it says, but every man hath his proper gift of God, one after this manner, and another after that. But God has presented you with a gift in your life that you have to chase after, and who knows what woman God gives you, what gift God gives you. I say therefore to the unmarried and widows, it is good for them if they abide, even as I. Is good. Y'all alright. But if they cannot contain, let them marry, for it is better to marry than to burn. It's better to be in a relationship rather than to be out here catching STDs and stuff if you can't contain yourself. And unto the married or burning in hay. And unto the married I command,